Hello, good morning and welcome. It is, of course, 11:11 today. So that's an amazing, I call it an ascension portal. And essentially that means there's plenty of light codes out there that we can channel in at this time when they have been building. Of course, there's always some sort of light code around, but it's just a particularly powerful energetic portal that we can connect with and pull in our highest vibrations to come into our bodies and help us to achieve and attain that sort of best version of ourselves as we spend our time on planet this time around. So wonderful opportunity. Today I've been slightly relegated into this space, which is, I'm very happy with the space actually, because we have family staying, which is all very poignant, and it has been a week of such energies that we're going to lean in today, and it's been a really powerful time, but we'll come to that. This space feels like I was sitting here thinking, oh, well, yeah, connecting. I've got really different perspectives sitting in here because I'm sitting looking out over some different houses and connecting with some interesting local energies, next door neighbours who are powerfully energetic in the light that they're pulling in, and I'm seeing different views to normal. And then of course we've got this lovely bookcase here, which I'm thinking, wow, tapping into some some of these are really old books, and so tapping into some really ancient knowledge, it feels, and that feels really empowering for what we're going to do today as well. And actually, funnily enough, some of these books have been passed down for generations. So it's all about, when we're doing any sort of healing, we always remember the people who've gone before us and whose head and shoulders upon which we stand, because so many of our previous generations have given so much for us to be able to have the experience that we're witnessing and party to on this journey of ours on planet this time. And interestingly, there's been so much energy clearing in the last week. We've seen so much, and you'll all be having your very own journey with that. And that's what this is about. It's about experiencing our journey and learning to process the emotions, the sensations that come up within us, that we can allow them to not control us, but for us to sit and process and release and free them, so that we can liberate ourselves into our space of peace, a more blissful state, so that we can not be corrupted by external realities, but always channeling our inner peace to be able to project that onto the versions of everything we see. And it's not about paintwashing everything with positivity at all. It's the shadow work involved in that, as many of you will be experiencing, can be more than a little painful. And lots of the, some of you will be following some of the more positive light news, shall we say, that's out there, and the great people who are doing that, and you'll see those that I share regularly on my pages. So when we tap into that, we recognize that we create our external reality through what we pull in. And this period of time right now, there's a lot of, the veil is so incredibly thin today, and so we're really tapping into generational healing. So the sort of ancestral things that have come down to us, that are the blind spots. And it's been so fascinating this week, because I've been working with generational healing for a while, in terms of with my Reiki in my own way, and with the way the universe has presented different opportunities for that. And things have come beautifully to hilt in wonderful ways this week, and in the way that working with the somatic energy that we've been doing, sitting with emotions and being able to sit with family members with that too, and share that resource with them. And also the synchronicities that have come about this week through doing that have been just awe-inspiring to me. So if you're here and you're up for doing some of this work, then you're meant to be. And it's always lovely to see how that shapes our lives. It's a powerful place to connect with. And when we connect and ask for support from Reiki, from source energy, from whatever we wish to tune into, to tap that's a high frequency energy, light source, the light codes, the portals, then we can pull in these light to help to shine a light on stuff that we want to let go. And it's been very much my experience regularly over the past many years, however many years with Reiki, 7 years, that when we connect, and even if we just have the general intention, sometimes you can be very specific and know exactly what you're letting go of. So there might be something that's come up for you this week that you're like, oh my God, yeah, that's generation healing, that's me. And I know exactly what I want to let go of, a specific situation or an argument or something that somebody is creating a trigger for within you. Well, that's fine. If you've got a specific trigger, this is a great space to let that go in and to help to lift the darker energy around that so that you can see the light part of that when you move forward. But equally, there's a certain amount where we can just know that if we're here in this moment, connecting to the light and surrendering to it, that the stuff will clear. And that's definitely happened for me this week. I was busy doing working through other people's stuff with them, but actually in receiving the energy, I still was shown then when I was in meditation later, the stuff that I was releasing. And we don't always have to be shown. It was just a useful thing for me to recognize that that's what happened, so that, again, to share with you guys here that even if you're in a really busy space, you maybe not getting that processing time to know what's gone, that it has. So anyhow, enough of the chit chat. Must be the books. Let's just talk about still on it. Let's just lay out the scene for what we're going to, a nice brief meditation. We're just going to go into a space called Katsuura, which is in Japan, and it was a beautiful mountain. And it was very much, the energy there was all about harmony in relationships. And with connecting to that space, the energy that flowed down the mountain was so pure and so high vibrational. There was a wonderful dualistic, there were 2 sets of Buddhist monastic communities at the top who were channeling from slightly different places. But again, it was like a marriage of two concepts. And also it was all about masculine and feminine balance, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. And it was also about inner balance and outer balance. So it's the perfect place to do this generational healing. So we're going to connect with that beautiful mountain. There's an avenue of trees with steps going up. And as we go up the steps, you can feel the energy flowing down from those Buddhist retreats up at the top. And if any of you have been around Buddhist temples, and particularly in Far Eastern spaces, you will have a sense of the peace and calmness that emanates from those spaces. So that's the energy that we have the power and potential to tap into. And we're going to walk through that gateway. We're going to walk through into our newest possible self, leaving behind some of those earthly trappings and beliefs that have held us captive and prisoner in how we show up. And as we do that, remember that that will be reflected back to us from the people and relationships whom we are transcending. And, they won't be able to affect us in the way that they once did, because we've remembered to heal our wounds. And so actually it as we change and help ourselves to heal, we change our external circumstances in the way that others show up for us too. And it's absolutely fascinating how that works. So the best thing with all these types of work is when we're working with the light is complete surrender, because knowing that the light that's coming in it works better on us than we can, because what we'll often tend to do is bring too much of our worry and fear to things that we're not good enough, we can't do it. So when we surrender, the light takes that away, and it can allow us to go even more deeply in. And of course, you will feel to show up exactly how you're ready to. So anything and any way is fine. So just taking a couple of deep breaths now. just to center yourself. You might want feet on the floor. You could recline, as I may, on the sofa, or, however feels right for you. Because our visualization will ground us deeply. And closing off your eyes and taking that gentle step into your internal landscape. Getting that feels for where you are. And just recognizing and honoring yourself in this space to put down everything that has been going on for you before this moment. Granting yourself permission to be fully here, to receive the gifts that are endemic here within this portal to all of our ancestral connections, all of those lines that are feeding our current reality energetically, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Connecting with them in all dimensions and realities. As we breathe into ourselves, we can invite the light of Reiki to start to flow down from that beautiful light source way out there in the cosmos, but is also so fascinatingly all around us here. Allowing that light to pull down to our infinite divine spark. Feeling that cosmic connection. Feeling that light flow down to the tops of our heads. That passes through the uppermost soul star chakra and in through the crown, bringing all our infinite wisdom, connecting us to our higher selves in this space. As I sense now, so many ancestors joining to partake in this wonderful healing. Maybe some of the energetic versions, the higher selves of some of your own relatives may be present too, some of our own relatives, with or without them knowing, but always with their higher self's permission. So we won't call anybody, we just have it as an open forum for those that are ready to ascend in this light, and those who have our highest good as their intention and in their hearts. In this space, just allowing that light to flood into you and the sense of belongingness that comes with connecting with all of your family line, those who perhaps suffered in all kinds of ways before we had this opportunity to incarnate here in these bodies on planet this time. And the light, as it passes through us, reminds us of our own unique spirit, the essence which we're made. And as you feel your physical body beginning to fill with light, called in the highest guides, your own spirit guides, guides of Reiki, and of the holy fire, beautiful energy that burns away resistance, any gentle blocks that may be sitting with you, that are perhaps standing between you and feeling the space where you are purposed to be. Allowing the surrender to that light and that flame of the holy fire. As you look down at your feet now, and feel that actually they are really plugged into some beautiful ground. There's earth there, leaves, lots of dried leaves. Realize you're in a forest somewhere. And as your eyes start to move ahead on the ground, you can begin to take in the leaves that are all around, fallen from the trees. There's a beautiful wide avenue ahead. And as you look up fully, two ancient pines stand one either side. Each has some masculine and feminine qualities. One purely masculine and one purely feminine. And as you stand, you are directly between them. The boughs of each gently reaching down, gently trickling their energy down into your crown, filling you with their light codes and knowledge. Being the highest version of each of those aspects within. Helping that feminine to transcend any prior oppression or feelings of beneath. Helping that inner masculine to feel that sense of vulnerability and allowance. That inner union can occur. And as you look up, you see there are steps leading away. They're big, wide steps, and they're deep, very naturally hewn into the hill. And the avenue of trees leads you up. And begin to walk. As you walk this path slowly up the hill, it's incredibly easy. You can feel the energy cascading down from the beautiful prayers, incantations, symbols, incense, gongs, sounds, and energies above in the temples. The frequency is of pure love. Fills you with a sense of peace, washing your body and your mind clean, releasing burdens. And with every step you take, you feel that you're moving more closely to your divine aspects. And then in front of you, a few paces ahead, a giant golden key appears. And as you walk towards the key, you realize it's completely transparent. It's like an energetic code. And as you get nearer, you can feel the glow coming from this key. Gently moving towards you now. And together you unite with this key. It enters your body. All of the light codes that it contains become one with you. And just take a few moments to stand in the energy of this new key. It was designed perfectly for you. It has all the ingredients that you need on your journey right now to transcend any relationship traumas, any generational healing, any blocks that exist around this on every level of your consciousness and across all those times and dimensions in which you may exist. Connect with the sensations. Feel the light of Reiki as it gently caresses those parts of you that may resist, to bring in that sense of trust that all is aligned with your higher self, and only that which is meant for you will come. As you progress on your journey up the hill, you can see ahead that there is a beautiful torii gate made of stone with gold lettering above. And as you reach the gate, you take a moment to recognize that as you step through, you'll be entering into your highest self, your highest knowledge. You step through the portal, leaving behind any earthly trappings for the time being, to gain the deeper insights that your higher self needs for the next stage of your journey. And before you, as you step through this gateway, is a large door. You can see the light the other side shining through the cracks. And the door has always been there. You've never known how to walk through. But today, your key fits that lock. And as you move towards the door, it gently begins to open. And as the door swings to its fullest extent, you're bowled over by the beautiful light that comes through. You realize this light enters your body, so bright, so completing. Enters into every cell, every part of your energetic body, filling you up with its divine wisdom. You can feel that this light is from the highest heavens, the purest light. And the light is guiding you. Just follow its guidance. Almost time to come back now. And this beautiful light bath, these powerful light codes, perfectly aligned to you and your journey. And just gently bring yourself back to the Torii gate, the giant stone gate, the portal back into your physical realm. And as you alight in front of the gate, it's beautiful stone surrounds that gold writing that speaks of harmony and love, union, divine connection within. Know that as you walk back through that gate and rejoin your physical self, that you bring those light codes with you. And now you remember in every part of your body exactly who you are and where you're going. Where do you want to go? Yeah, you've been an amazing gatekeeper in this session. I was watching you. So she's not a big one for being touched. So we're going to just not handle you, just let you be here holding the light for us. And as you walk back down the hill, feeling that wash and cascade of energy flow down the hill with you, down to where you started, where your full physical self is sitting, waiting at the bottom of the hill. And as you reach the bottom of your hill, you sense yourself coming fully back into body. Grounding into your current reality. Only it's shifted. And as you come back fully, you can go into gasho, or perhaps you prefer to rest your palms on your heart space to bring that love to yourself. Just taking your hands above your head to draw all that beautiful energy around and then sending it down through your feet. I have no need to do such today because I've got this amazing cat energy has just come and is just grounding me fully back. And I have to say, she has been quite an amazing gatekeeper in today's session. So thank you, Millie Cat, for that. It was quite wonderful. Thank you all for joining, and please share your experiences. I know that as I first started talking, when we first connected to the light, I thought for a moment I was going to pass out with the amount of beings that came in. So we are truly blessed with the energies that support us when we're doing this sort of work. Gatekeeper here has been very strict about who's been coming in and out. So we're all having a wonderful time, and all is well. So remember, you've now had this beautiful upgrade. It's in you. It's with you. We'll move forward with you, and it will show up for you in beautiful ways. Watch out for the synchronicities. Notice who's in your life and who's coming in and out, and notice how you are able to show up in a way that's more authentically aligned to you and your sense of truth, rather than any previous projections of truths that you may have held from generational issues. But we have given them up with love. There is no resentment, there is no negativity. It's all gently being lifted, because you're ready. So anything that's going is all about that. So there's no need to fear or think or have any high expectations on yourself to be any different. You simply will be, and that is that. So have a wonderful week from the ancient library here, and the cat temple, Ki Katsuura. And I look forward to tuning in with you all again. Well, today at 1 o'clock, I'm afraid I can't promise the cat or the library. I'm not sure where I'll be, but I will be here for anyone that wants to join. And I will also share this recording shortly. Typical thing, isn't it? You can't get the cats these days. I've got the best one here, I think.